thinking about what's my favorite piece out of all the pages it's a little bit like thinking about what's your favorite child. You love them all equally, but maybe not differently. You love them all equally, but they're all different, right? So yes, there are some that I could let go and have let go. There's others that I would never let go. There's the Met Baron, first appearances of the Met Baron, those 2 pages, there's one of them there. And then, of course, there is a page that to a lot of people wouldn't mean a hell of a lot, but to me is very special and very important because it has the bottom panel with the Solaris sunburst. So this was when it's printed, a multicolored representation of the Incal kind of exploding, but it's from that which is below, the 3rd book. To a lot of people it's quite an inconsequential page, but to me it's very important that the bottom panel is this amazing graphic design that I basically copied for the first flyer for my first nightclub, which was called Solaris, which launched in February 1989, and we did various flyers for it, but the very first one was this bottom panel, which I just literally took the whole bottom panel as it was, no words on it at all, and on the back it says Solaris and the opening night, and I had a sun logo, which I'd got off King Crimson's Lark's Tongues in Aspic cover, so copied that as well. And there's an interesting story about that page that I saw it on 2D Galleries. Somebody had uploaded it, a collector, and I reached out. I think it was on 2D Galleries. It was somewhere on the internet, and I reached out to him and said, would you be interested to sell your page? And he said, no, it's my only example of Moebius artwork, and I want one. He's very important to me, and I want to keep it. So I said, I get that, but I've got a bit of a story. There's a reason I want this page. So I wrote this whole story to this very, as it turned out, charming guy, lovely guy in Paris. And he said, it's such a great story. He said, I'm not going to sell you my page, but I will swap one. So I said, okay. And I sent him a couple of pages, and he picked one of the pages I'd sent him, and he said, okay, I'll swap for that. That's also a nice one. So he didn't live in Paris. He lived in south of France, but he came to Paris to meet me. We arranged a time and a date, and I met him in a cafe just off the Champs-Élysées. And he came with his wife or girlfriend, and he came all the way to Paris just to meet me, just to do this, to swap it. There's nothing else in it for him. So I bought him lunch, and he was a lovely guy. He didn't speak any English, and I hardly speak any French. So it was quite an interesting kind of lunch we had, but he was just so sweet. He was a lovely, lovely guy. And thank you so much for that page, which, we haven't got here to show right now, but yeah, I'll cherish it always. So thank you.